Alrighty folks, thanks for clicking on my video. My name's Mike. I have a Norwood HD36v2. I've had it for a couple of years. It has the ceramic blade guides on it, and I never had faith in those from the get-go. I almost didn't buy this mill because it came with those, and apparently there was an option where you could get roller guides, but I didn't even know that at the time. And just recently I stumbled across a YouTube video from Norwood showing off their new 4-axis roller guide system, and I knew instantly I was doing that. 40 into the video, I had my phone in my hand getting on their website and getting them ordered. So they came in just yesterday, and we're going to get them installed. Hey guys, I'm going to jump in here and let you know, originally I recorded, you know, laying out everything in the box and going through the instructions step by step and assembling the roller guides, getting them ready to put on the mill. Once I got into the install, I ran into some problems getting stuff installed and properly adjusted. And I had well over 2 hours of video footage that I needed trimmed down into something that people might actually watch. So I'm cutting out the assembly part. It's super easy. It's, you know, all illustrated in the instructions, and it takes like 10 minutes. So we're going to jump from that and go straight into the install. All right, so here's this bracket. It goes on the drive side of the mill. I'm coming in from behind the mill head, just for reference, but it looks like these bolts are too short to me. So, yeah, I mean, the bolt's only sticking out a couple threads. So they didn't send any new bolts, so I don't know what's up with that, Norwood. I don't know. Maybe when I put it together, I used the wrong bolts. I don't know, it might have been my mistake, but those are too short, so I'm gonna have to find a new one. All right, I found these in my box. I got a box of spare parts. I had some extra parts when I built the mill. Still have it, so maybe I used the wrong bolt to begin with. Who knows? Alrighty, that's it done. Pretty good. It says to tighten it. Illustrates to tighten it. Doesn't say anything. Alright. Hopefully there's enough adjustment in here. I was after I ordered these, I was searching YouTube some more, and came across a guy's channel named Prophett, I believe is how he pronounces it. And he just did this to his mill not too long ago and did a video on doing this. A good video, you should go watch. I'll link it down below if I can figure out how to do it. I'm not really up on all that, but all right, hopefully you can see that. I got that so the back of the blade is about 1/16 of an inch or so from the flange on the back of the roller guide. So that's how it says to set it. All right, I'm right at 1/4 of an inch to the bottom of the blade. It says 3/16, but pretty sure Bill said 1/4 inch of down pressure, and I think I heard that somewhere else too. So, oh, hold on a second. Oh boy, let's see. Need something to pry that down. Oh man, I'm bottomed out. What the heck, Norwood? Am I bottomed out? Yeah, it ain't that hard to push that down. I'm bottomed out. How are you supposed to get down pressure on that, Norwood? This is the aggravating thing about this mill. It says in the instructions to push down 3/16 of an inch of pressure. My bracket bottoms out right there where it just touches the blade. No down pressure at all. Bill in his video was talking about that. I thought he was talking more about the original roller guides that he put on though. I thought these would have the adjustment. That is disappointing. The whole point of this is to put down pressure on the blade and actually control the blade through the cut, unlike the ceramic guides that don't even touch the blade. So this is a little frustrating. Now I'm going to have to spend time wallering out these holes, I guess. Ugh. Let me see here. There's your down pressure. My God. That pisses me off. If I bring it up, yeah, if I bring it up to where I could actually put a bolt in the hole, I have zero pressure on the blade. Zero. Alright, I've been looking this thing over, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I mean, I don't see where I've done anything wrong. So this is a engineering or a manufacturing problem. What I'm going to do, I'm taking this apart right now. I'm pulling this out, pulling the slide handle off. I'm going to slide this thing out of the trunnion, or the slide bearings, whatever you call those. Take this apart. I'm going to take this bracket off of the slide, and I'm going to get a piece of probably 1/4 inch flat stock and cut it to fit and drill it for these bolts. The bolts are plenty long. So I'm basically going to put a 1/4 inch space between here and here, and hopefully that'll work. I'm probably going to have to go somewhere and buy a piece of stock because I don't think I have one, but that's the only thing I can think of. I might be able to just make some little individual spacers at each bolt. I don't know. I'll figure that out once I get it apart, but that's my plan. That's what I'm doing. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. I'm back. It's late afternoon now, like 4:30 in the afternoon. I've been going at this all day pretty much. Had to take a little break because I had to paint the piece I put in here and had to wait for the paint to dry. So it's not like it's been non-stop working. And then I had to run to town, of course, to buy a piece of material. But what I got here is a piece of 1/4 inch steel, 1.5 inch wide, flat. It fits between the slidey part here and the bracket that holds the blade guide to shim it down. So that's what I got. I had to paint it brown because that's the only color paint I had. And it's a little heavy. I'm a little concerned about how heavy it is because I added quite a bit of weight to that, but I hope that, maybe that'll just add it, a quality feeling to the handle. I don't know. We'll see. I was hoping to find some aluminum, but they didn't have any. So I'm going to get this bolted back up to the mill and we'll go from there. So I got my slider piece back in here, my slider thingamajiggy, whatever you call it. Blade guide, slider mechanism. Now I'm going to see how this thing comes together. Now I can still bring it up all the way off the blade. I'm touching the blade and I still got lots of adjustment, so that's a good sign. Loosen that up a little bit. Alrighty, now I got it too tight. Loosen her back up just a little bit. Alright, now we got our adjustability. So let's double check what I got here. I've got, Should have brought my glasses. I got a 1/4 inch to the top of the blade is what I got. So 3/16 to the bottom. We'll probably start there and see what happens. Now how the heck am I going to hold down pressure and the wrench and the ratchet? Let's see here. Let's get a wrench on ahead of time. Try to get this thing fairly straight since it's got so much slop in it. Oh, I can actually push down now. How about that? How about that? All right. That's pretty much right on the level. Okay. All right, that's a little snug probably, but that was only 3/16, so it's snug at 3/16. That's probably perfect. Actually, probably perfect. I like perfect. Tighten this one up. Okay, snug it down pretty good. Okay, this side should be good. All right, now I'll push that down, tight to the level, tighten it down. That's tight to the level. Tighten this one up a bit. All right, and how come when I let off my screwdriver, it comes right back up again? Oh, I know why. I don't know. Are you kidding me? Is there that much movement in that thing? Oh man. Well, let's roll back here and see where we're at off the bunk. Yeah, over here I'm 2.5 to the top of the blade. Yeah, I'm 2.5 to the top of the blade over here. That's alright, almost knocked you over there. And here I'm 2.5 to the bottom of the blade. Alright, I moved you guys up to the front of the mill. I want to just check it off a different bunk just for fun. I also ran back and got my glasses so I can actually read the tape measure. Pull that up, put these dudes on. Wow, look at that. Alright, slide it up a little bit. Let's see here. Well, come on, keep rolling back a little. Oh, come on, just a little bit. So we are 7 7/8 to the top of the blade. And over here I'm 7 15/16 to the top of the blade. I'm going to try and get the blade set level to the bunks first and then go back to the down pressure if I need to. We'll go from there. Now I need to adjust it this way, and that's this bolt and this bolt. So my level says I need to go like this. So I gotta loosen this one. No, wait a minute, I gotta tighten that one. Yeah, I gotta tighten that one, so I gotta loosen this one. Is that right? Let's see. As I tighten that, it's gonna pull that, yeah. So you gotta tighten that up. And it's not moving. There we go. Down in just a little more. So I get my little Allen wrench to tighten this screw now too, before I forget to do it and it falls out. Alright. That looks good. Now I'll slide over here and do this one. Same deal here. I need to loosen the back one and tighten the front one. Guess I better check that the mill's level too. It should be though. I level it up pretty good when I set it up. But I have milled a few logs on it, so I better check it. But we'll go with this for now. Come on, baby. Move, will you? Oh, here we go. It just moved. Let's see where we're at. A little more. I need just a little bit more. That looks good. Check the other side real again, close here. That looks pretty good too. All right, the blade should be level to the mill. Let me check the, see what the level says there. Better check that. That says that's pretty level. That looks good. I'll check up the line here a little bit. Yeah, we're level. We're level. I'm using a 6-foot level. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see where we're at here. Man, that's close. That's really close. That is really close. That's probably as close as I'm gonna get it with those blade guides. Yeah. Hear it rubbing? That level's ticking them lower teeth. Over here seems a little off. Still seems a little off. All right, let's measure. See what the old tape measure says. Sorry if my head's in your way. 2.5. Well, let's go with that down tooth for fun. 2 7/16 that down tooth. There's a down tooth over here. Oh, it's just a little less than 2 7/16. So this side needs to come down just a hair. This side has to drop down a little, so I'm gonna back this off. Should have dropped it. Oh, I think it did. I think it did. I'm tapping on it to kind of take the slack out, make it drop. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that sounds better, doesn't it? There we go. It's just ticking those low teeth. Pretty much all the way across. I'm going to raise it up a little, bring it back down. Let's see. Probably ought to lower it all the way down, bring it back up. There we go. That's perfect. 2 7/16, the center of the blade. All the way across. Let's check it in the middle, just for fun. I'll be darned, it's straight, guys. Miracles do happen. Back for the final touch, which is going to be the ceramics. I got to set this. You want your ceramic on the body of the blade, not out so far where it's going to engage the teeth. You want it to be, I'm putting mine just a little bit behind the front of the gullet right there. Tighten down that Allen screw, and then they say a 1/16 of an inch between the actual ceramic and the blade. I gotta loosen that up, raise that up just a skosh. Tighten that back down. That should be good right there. Hey, future me here. I noticed when I was editing a video that I had something I had done wrong staring me in the face all day long and never noticed it till now. That whole trunnion block is flipped around backwards. The water spout should be coming out of the block on the front side of that roller, not coming over the top of the roller and down. I don't know how I managed that and never noticed it while I was looking everything over, trying to overcome the problems I was having, but I think I was so focused on the problems and trying to keep things in frame that you'd be able to hear me that I didn't notice that. So kind of funny. I don't think it'll affect anything other than the water spout doesn't get down as close to the blade as it probably should, and all my water is probably a lot of my water will be blowing off instead of going into contact with the blade. I'll probably flip it around though. Just wanted to point that out. All right, I think we're ready for a test run on this dude. It's been a long day. I don't know if I want to do it right now or not. Oh. Wow, boy, that's really pushing down. That blade is almost hitting my guard right there. I guess it'll cut it right out of the way since it's plastic, huh? It ain't hitting it, but it's close. You can really tell it is definitely pushing some down pressure on there. It shouldn't be too much. I mean, it's, you know, it's right there at 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch. It should be fine. Everything's tracking. I think I'm going to throw a log on here and give her a go. Boys, give me a few minutes to clean up my mess and get a log on here and we'll see what happens. All right, one thing I forgot. I got to put this safety guard on here. I got to get this old bolt out of the old guide. Now I got to drill a hole in this thing to do this right, but I'll be honest with you, it's too late in the day and I'm not messing with it right now, so I'm just going to use this hole that's already here. It's going to raise us up a little bit above the blade, but you know, sorry, Safety Sally, I ain't got time right now. I think that'll work for now. I'll drill that hole in there tomorrow. It's dinner time and I want to cut a log. It's been a long day. So, let's see if that's a problem when I pull this out. Nope. That'll work. So, I'll get these covers on, get a log on here, and we'll cut it. Alrighty, I'm back. It's the next evening, Sunday evening. I got sidetracked yesterday afternoon. I didn't have time to get a log on here and test it yesterday before it got dark. So had some other things I had to do today. So it's about 5 o'clock in the evening. I just got some stuff rearranged. Got this red oak log on here and I'm going to do a couple test cuts and see what happens. This is just a junk log I brought up to make a 6x6 out of, so that's probably what we'll do. I'm anxious to try it out, see what happens. Let's go. Oh, that's pretty flat. That's pretty flat. That looks really good. Real good. That's really flat. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I got it squared up into a cant. I got 4 flat cuts. The blade I got on there is junk pretty much. You know, I hit the stop with it and resharpened it just to see what it would do. It's cutting, but you can tell it's not right. And yet I still got 4 flat cuts, so that makes me feel great. I'm sure it's going to cut like it should have when I bought the mill once I get a good blade on there. Is the upgrade worth it? Absolutely. It's worth the money. It's worth the headaches. It'd been so much easier. I think that really should have taken about an hour to do, but you know, things didn't fit right. The one on the drive side of the mill, you know, the bracket is flimsy and it moves, and that causes issues I was dealing with. On the operator side, that block didn't fit in the bracket like it's supposed to. I mean, it fit, but I had 0 down pressure, and that makes the whole thing null and void. The whole point is to guide the blade, put pressure on it so you can actually guide the blade. That's why they call it a roller guide. So anyway, once I got that rectified, you know, I had to run to town, buy a piece of steel, cut it, drill it, paint it, you know, put it on. So it ended up taking all day instead of an hour or maybe 2 at the most is what that job should have taken. Anyway, it's done now. It looks like it's going to be a huge success. And like I said, Will Prophett's channel, you should watch him. He's doing some good videos, and he already did a video on doing this, and his is probably better than mine. I just wanted to show what happened to me, and maybe it'll help somebody. So that's it. I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.